Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the newest episode of the Debate Mates. Basketball season is in full swing. It's in full swing now. So, of course, we got Stretch here to discuss it.
My man.
An everyday co-host. So, we're going to be diving into a couple topics today as the NBA season is really starting to pick up steam.
Yeah.
First, though, a little disappointing news, depending on the way you look at it. Steph and Trae got sat on by Aaron Baines.
Yeah.
And will be out minimum of 3 months.
Yeah.
That was a shocking news to me, the minimum of 3 months. So let's just jump right into it. What's your opinion on this?
I think he got hurt on purpose. The Warriors were obviously not good.
Right.
We'll just say that to start.
Right.
They weren't good. Their roster was horrible. And I think they were looking for a reason. I mean, it sucks that he got hurt. You know, he's in a cast for a little bit, but it's a non-shooting hand. It's not a real serious injury. And, you know, to my understanding, when they said 3 months, I was like, what, 3 months? Like, what kind of break he got? You know what I'm saying? I thought maybe 3 to 5 weeks, 3 to 6 maybe.
Yeah, definitely.
2 months tops, but they said minimum 3 months. Like, how long they going to drag this broken hand out?
Yeah, it's crazy.
So, you know, I think he won't play. You know, he'll probably come back a little bit after the All-Star break for a little bit here and there, and then, like, they're going to be done. Draymond's next. You know, yeah, he's going to be injured or traded.
I would have a different thing about Draymond.
He's next.
Whatever you're doing, go to wherever, even local betting places, the closest betting place, and bet that Draymond Green gets ejected in the next game. Draymond Green sets the record for most games ejected in a season this year.
Whew, he's going to be super frustrated.
He's going to be mad every game.
He's going to be super frustrated. But like I said, you know, if I was Draymond, like, I would try to get hurt. I would try to get hurt. Because the longer he stays out there and the Warriors are so bad defensively, like, it's gonna kill his value.
Yeah.
Because he's supposed to be a defensive, guru and all this. It's gonna kill his value.
So I don't dislike Steph Curry anymore. I used to really not like him because Kevin Durant was on his team and I didn't feel like he got enough shot attempts. So it's not that I'm upset that I'm happy that he got injured because of that. But at one aspect is I thought the Warriors were gonna win 60 games, but now that Steph Curry's injured, it's not Matthew didn't know what he was talking about. It's Matthew just got unlucky.
Hey, look. I understand what you're saying, but, you know, I was one of those guys that say the Warriors would barely make the playoffs if they did at all.
Yeah, they're not making the playoffs. They're not making the playoffs.
No. When you come out opening night and get blown up by Phoenix, sheesh.
But the one thing I disagree with you on is you said Draymond Green is the next to go.
Yeah.
It's D'Angelo Russell, I think. And I was telling you this before we started filming.
No, yeah, you did say that.
D'Angelo Russell to the Suns is the move I would be looking for. The Suns are actually really good right now. That's something we'll get into a little bit later, whether we can buy into these great starts for some of these teams. But the Suns beat the Clippers.
They have
with Kawhi Leonard.
Yes. They beat the Warriors.
They beat the Warriors.
They beat the Warriors.
I mean, the only thing they lost to was the Nuggets and OT.
It was a close game.
I mean, they really are on fire so far to start off the year. So
shout out to Monty Williams, yo. Shout out Monty.
The funny thing is, though, after game one, they won it by they beat the Kings by 29 points.
They beat the Kings by 29 points.
And the NBA was so concerned, like, we got to drug test everybody. And then DeAndre. Yeah, this is not what we're used to, drug testing.
Oh my goodness, yeah. You can't beat projected playoff teams by 30, man. You're gonna get drug tested in the NBA. You will get drug tested.
But anyways, I think trade D'Angelo Russell to the Suns.
Okay.
Devin Booker and D'Angelo Russell are like best friends.
Right.
If Phoenix
and you get Rubio, Baines. Picks.
I don't think you involve Rubio in this because you got Steph Curry. I think Cam Johnson.
Okay.
Drafted in the lottery, which was really surprising.
Yeah.
Sharpshooter.
He's a shooter, though.
Yeah. Solid defender, good length for a wing player.
Shooter.
He's better. He's like a better version of Jordan Poole, who they drafted late first round.
Oh, God, Jordan Poole's horrible. I won't say he's horrible. He's having a rough start to his career.
Then after that, Aaron Baines. Got to involve him.
Yeah. He needs some size.
Broke Steph Curry. Now, bring him over.
Yeah. You need your Andrew Bogut role.
Yeah, Andrew Bogut.
Yeah.
Then
Zaza Pachulia.
Yeah. He injured Steph. I mean,
you
can see who he can injure next.
You gotta have him on your team.
Yeah.
Gotta have him.
After that, though, I mean, You obviously want more for D'Angelo Russell, but I mean,
The picks.
Tyler Johnson, something like that.
Nah, you keep all that.
Yeah.
You just want picks. Especially if you're the Warriors. Like, you're in reboot mode.
Yeah, another one, maybe Kelly Oubre. Throw him in the mix.
No, you're not getting Kelly Oubre.
It's a stretch, but
Kelly Oubre is going to be him, DeAndre Ayton, Devin Booker, and if they get
but if you think
that's a nice
if you think D'Angelo Russell is the one piece that can get you to keep Devin Booker long term, then I think you're willing to give up a lot.
You got to keep Oubre.
I mean, I agree, but why not ask?
Yeah, you can ask. I wouldn't give him up.
I wouldn't either.
Right.
Wave Poppy.
All right, so
So not making the playoffs?
No, God, no.
Okay.
Happy trails to Steph Curry. We'll see you next year or around the All-Star break. Maybe. I wouldn't. Also, happy trails to Draymond Green. You're next. Go and pull a hammy in practice, big dog. Roll an ankle one time. Hey, I ain't going to be mad at you.
Mark Jackson somewhere, yes.
Yeah.
Man,
I ain't going to be
happy.
mad at you. I'm not going to be mad at you. So, just go ahead and tank it up, bro. Get ready for next year. Just tank it up.
The Warriors' last 6 games. Kevin Durant tore his Achilles. Klay Thompson tore his ACL. Blown out by the Clippers. Lost by 28 to the Thunder. Beat the Pelicans.
Barely.
Steph Curry breaks his hand. That's really unlucky.
Sheesh.
That's really unlucky.
Also, bandwagon departure fans. There is no more room for you with the Lakers. There's no room for you with the Clippers.
Bandwagon fans don't go to the Lakers.
You're wrong.
They want to take a good.
You have to stick this out and ride that wave.
Hey, I'd like to say that.
At least for a year.
I'm a Hawks fan, so you know.
Let's move on.
They're 2-2.
Let's go into buy it or not.
Speaking of injuries.
Injuries.
Pretty good point guard. Steph Curry light got injured. Trae Young.
Yeah. He sprained his ankle.
Sprained his ankle.
Yeah, pretty
Most
bad.
likely out for about 2 weeks, but I don't think I've seen the timetable yet. So, what do you think? And then we'll get into a little bit of the game here about the Hawks.
Yeah, actually, I'm actually buying the Hawks as a good team. Like, I saw them last night play. I watched the whole game, even though they came up short against the Heat, who was also another. I don't know they're not to me because I picked them to do what? Finish third. Man, I love it when I'm right. But anyway, we're gonna
Threes only.
Threes only, baby. So anyway, I actually like them. Like, they're really up tempo.
Yeah.
They do something that a lot of NBA teams don't do. In certain points of the game, they press, like full court press. I'm talking about trapping all over the place. And even Vince Carter, 41-year-old, tells out there trapping, and I was like, whoa! Like, they erased a 16-point deficit, trimmed it all the way down to 5, in like a minute and a half.
Yeah, I'm very, very pumped about the Hawks.
Yeah, they look
even
good.
Even with the Trae Young injury, because I feel like it's a.
They had Cam Reddish playing point last night.
And Kevin Huerter. Don't disrespect Kevin Huerter, the Red Mamba, Red Velvet. But they do have, other than Trae Young, like, I think Trae Young gets too much credit for the Hawks.
No, he was balling.
Well, yeah, he was balling, but I mean.
Well, he averaged 38.
He's become the new Steph Curry for me. I really don't like him now.
Why?
Because I like Kevin Huerter, I like Bruno Fernando, I like Alex Len. I'd like to see other players be able to get shots up. Look at what John Collins is doing without Trae Young, without his point guard.
He's balling.
You would think that John Collins, without his point guard, would go downhill. No, he's gotten better. I think John Collins, in order for the Hawks to make a playoff push, I think John Collins has to be the Hawks' best player, even when Trae Young comes back.
No way. He could be their second best player. I will agree to that because I thought he was already their second best player.
They rely too much on Trae Young. John Collins has to be the best player on that team.
No way.
He needs to be the number one option.
God, no.
Trae Young, in the 76ers game,
okay,
and in the Heat game,
okay,
the one that he did play in, the one he played kind of in,
right, the one he got.
The 2 games that they've lost, or they've lost 3 now, but the first 2 games they lost to 76ers. Trae Young got trapped. Hawks didn't know what to do.
Because he's so small.
Second half, he played horribly, barely scored. And then against the Heat, again, barely even scored in the first quarter because they had already figured him out.
Well, I will say this in his defense. I do agree with you that they rely too much on him. I will agree with that. Especially when you have so much length around him. Like, you kind of like put him off the ball sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Let Cam Reddish or Kevin Huerter or What's the other guy?
DeAndre Hunter.
Hunter. They can all bring the ball up the floor.
Yeah.
They're all 6'7", 6'8", 6'9". Even John Collins, like he can bring the ball up. You know what I'm saying? But Philly is a really good team.
Yeah,
that's number one. Philly is a really good team, and their starting lineup goes 6'9", 6'6". You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All the way down the line, 6'8". What was Al Horford 6'9", 6'10", Embiid 7'1". Like that's
you're not gonna beat them.
Yeah, that's tough, and they're athletic. It's not like they're big and slow. They're big and they run. Like they're athletic, so they're an anomaly.
So when are you going to Simmons 3 though?
Yeah, you're not gonna see
I just
that.
needed an attempt.
You're not gonna see it.
I just needed an attempt.
No, you're not gonna see it. You're not gonna see it.
Yeah.
Reason, I mean, for real. The only game the Minnesota game, I feel like he should have shot the ball more because he was like trying to force it in there. He had like 6 turnovers or something like that. He could have shot the basketball like 15-foot pull-ups, like all that stuff was wide open. He kept trying to force it in there. Maybe he was too pumped up after his chokehold. So
hey, he was the peacemaker.
Right,
He was the peacemaker.
Peacemaker, choking people out. Didn't even get suspended. Wow, come on NBA, get it together.
He's a peacemaker.
Yeah, right. So I mean, so that goes back to the original conversation. Are you buying the Hawks?
Yeah, I'm 100% buying. I've been buying them since summertime, man. I've been buying them since last year. Here's why. I'm very, very pumped about the Maryland players on this team. At least 2 of them. Alex Len has never done anything for me. That was a little bit before my Maryland fandom started to grow.
Right. And who else? Who else they got?
They got Kevin Huerter and DeAndre Hunter. Bruno Fernando.
Oh yeah, Fernando. Oh, he did come from Maryland.
Yeah. So Kevin Huerter, first off.
He's good.
He is good, and so far he's been on a minutes restriction. He's only allowed to play 20 minutes because he had some knee problems in preseason. Didn't play in preseason at all. When he gets back completely healthy, last year, rookie year, he averaged 10 points, 40% from 3.
Right. He's really good.
47% from the field.
Right. He's pretty good.
Yeah, definitely, and he can bring the ball. Now, one thing that's a little discouraging about him, I don't know if it's just because of his knee and he just doesn't want to shoot as much, but he's become a lot more willing of a passer.
Right.
And, maybe for the team that's better. But for a Kevin Huerter fan, I'd like to see him shoot more shots.
I think he will shoot more shots, though.
Yeah.
I think he will once he gets more healthy.
Yeah. And then Bruno Fernando, much more athletic than Alex Len. Much more athletic.
Yeah.
Better defender, better shooter.
Yeah.
I think more skilled. Alex Len's just bigger.
Yeah.
Bruno's the type of guy that I think he can give you energy off the bench.
Yeah, he's a really good bench player.
And, could they experiment with him in the starting lineup? I think maybe a game or 2, just see what it does.
Yeah, okay.
Or the other...
Low management on Alex Len.
I think what they should do, though, is when Trae Young comes back, Trae Young, Kevin Huerter, DeAndre Hunter, Cam Reddish, switch those 2 around position-wise. And then John Collins.
Yeah, so just come out starting small.
They're too talented of a team. Or too long, too athletic, too good of shooters to be holding themselves down by having John Collins at the 4 and Alex Len at the 5. Well, Alex Len can get you something on the trade block.
Maybe.
Not a whole lot, but something.
I think they start the game like that because in the East you have traditional lineups.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of big lineup sets. Like even Miami, who they played last night, they started Kelly Olynyk, who's 7 foot, and Bam Adebayo, who's like 6'10", 6'11". But those are big bodies down there. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of want to
their starting
combat
center
that stuff.
is Myers Leonard.
Oh, I'm sorry, Myers Leonard.
Yeah.
And Bam.
Does Bam start? He might start at power. I think they have him at power forward, but he really plays.
Yeah, right.
But he's undersized for his position.
Yeah, I mean he's 6'10". You know what I'm saying? Maybe.
Yeah.
But he's like.
Didn't even make it to Team USA.
Don't get me started on that. But Myers Leonard is 7'1". He's legit 7'1". So I mean, you got to kind of combat that stuff. Even the Celtics, like they start Enes Kanter and that other guy at the 4. Like they're big.
Who's that other guy?
I don't know.
Robert Williams.
Who cares?
Okay.
I'm not a Celtics guy right now.
I think the Hawks. I can see them sneaking into the playoffs.
Okay. 8 seed.
8 seed. Yeah. No higher than that.
First round exit.
First round exit definitely. I'm losing hope on the Pacers. They're starting off very slow.
Well, they had injuries, but
yeah, but still.
Yeah.
They should be doing better.
I agree.
They lead the league in TJs. TJ McCollum, TJ Leaf, TJ Holiday, I think, Drew Holiday's brother. Yeah, there's one named TJ.
Yeah.
So, anyways, now it's time for a new game called Buy Yourself. Oh, I'm gonna get trademarked. PTI. Buy. Are you buying it?
Okay.
So on this game, we'll be each giving out topics.
Okay.
And you can decide if you're gonna buy it or not. First topic, I'll let you go ahead.
First topic. Hot start for we got to him a little bit. The Miami Heat. Are you buying, renting, or selling?
I'm not renting. I'm not selling. I'm buying. I'm all in.
You're buying. You're all in.
Heat team. They're not an 8 seed. They're not a 7 seed. They're not a 6 seed. They're not a 5 team. They're getting home court advantage.
Oh yeah, go ahead and say it.
They're getting the home court
Go ahead
advantage
and
at least.
Go ahead and say it. Stretch was right.
Very confident about them.
Stretch was right.
With Zion out, rookie of the year, looked like he was more open, and then Kendrick Nunn came and stole the show.
Yo, he is a baller.
And then if it's not Kendrick Nunn, it's Tyler Hero.
Yo, both of them.
Those are top 2 right now for me.
And I'm talking about they are not slowing down.
Yeah, John Morant, been good. RJ Barrett's been good, but these 2 guys.
That kid Nunn just like made basketball history last night. Like
he
as
Kevin
far
Durant's
as
top 2.
Yeah, points for an undrafted rookie. Like he just shattered a record. Like shattered it. Like not even close. He is balling.
He is very good. I was surprised. I hadn't even heard of him until I saw him in a preseason game.
Yeah.
He did like a behind the back move on
Got
Westbrook.
a little buzz. Right,
and I didn't know who he was before that, honestly.
I didn't either. Like I saw him on 2K. I was like, who is that guy? Like he don't like he's trash.
Shooting right-handed
right,
on 2K.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like who is this guy? But he can play.
Yeah, definitely. And Hero, and he's coming off the bench.
Yo.
They are scary.
I like him, man.
They beat the Hawks, and we were both kind of high on the Hawks.
Right. I mean, they beat the Hawks, but they should have blew the Hawks out.
They beat the Hawks, and Jimmy Butler had 5 points.
Yeah.
They were deep.
Jimmy Butler had 5 points, man, and they like were up by 18,
and I'm
19
starting
points.
The 6th Man of the Year campaign for Goran Dragic.
Yeah.
He's not washed.
Yeah, he's balling.
He is.
They are scary,
he's
though.
19 off the bench. He's averaging about 20.
Leonard can hit threes.
Right.
Olenek can hit threes. Yeah, Bam was rebounding and pushing.
And Bam, he was catching the ball at the 3-point line of the corner, taking a few dribbles, and
yes.
pulling up.
Yeah.
I didn't expect to see that from him.
Like, where did they get this stuff from? But you know who knew about it?
Yeah.
This guy did.
I am buying all the hype on the Miami Heat.
Yeah.
They look great right now. They are the best team in Florida, better than the
Absolutely.
Magic. I thought the Magic were going to be better than them because of their start to last year.
Right. They finished last year. Yeah.
But
I agree with them.
I didn't know if it was going to work. I don't even know if they should make any trades.
No. Like, the only trade I would make is only for, I just stay back.
Because I don't want Chris Paul. I don't want Kendrick Nunn not to get enough shots.
Yeah, Kendrick Nunn, he's a cornerstone guy now.
Yeah.
Like, and he's going to hit a rookie wall. You know, he's going to have his highs and lows. But his highs are going to be really, really high.
Yeah.
You know, and his lows are going to be like 15. He is a bowler. And he can play, man.
So I'm assuming you're buying it?
Oh, you already know I'm buying it.
And whatever happened to Deion Waiters? I haven't seen him play
Who cares?
at all.
Bye-bye, Deion.
They are insanely good.
Who cares? He's hurt, and Justice Winslow was hurt last night. And they still have James Johnson. He also was hurt. He had a DNP.
Justin Winslow has been really good, too.
Yeah. Like, he started at point the very first night. Yo, they are loaded.
They are. I'm shocked.
They're loaded. So, of course, I'm buying.
All right, buying or selling, another hot start.
What you got?
Are we buying,
renting,
selling? Are we buying, renting, or selling the Phoenix Suns?
I'm renting right now. I want to tell you why.
Not gonna get some property on Beaver Island?
No.
You're gonna meet me over here?
I'm renting. I'm renting because they play in the West, and even though they have beaten some really, really tough opponents, that Warriors victory doesn't look as good now.
Yeah, that's true.
That first victory doesn't look as good because DeAndre Ayton was on the juice.
And the Kings are bad. Unfortunately.
So you got 2 wins that you like blew people out that don't look as good right now. So the only real credible win that they have is against the Clippers with Kawhi Leonard. And I believe that was the second night of a back-to-back.
And the 3 teams you named, they're all teams in their division, so they're already getting ahead in that category.
Right. So, I'm renting right now. They on paper, well not on paper, but to the eye test, they look really good. They can play up tempo. They play really fast. Monty Williams is a great coach. They're getting the veteran leadership from Aaron Baines of all people. But they look good. They look good. They have solid bench depth. Tyler Johnson comes in, contributes here and there. Kelly Oubre is really starting to take off. So I'm renting right now. I'm holding judgment, but I'm renting. What you got?
It pains me to say this, but I'm selling.
Ooh.
I'm going to watch Booker Island float away. Maybe call me back. I'll take the ferry in 2 years. Maybe 1 or 2 years.
Okay. You
For me,
selling?
Yeah, I've never liked Devin Booker.
We know you don't
I've never
Devin
liked
Booker.
Devin Booker. Yeah, that's well documented on this show. I've never liked Devin Booker.
He's an all-star this year. I told you that.
Is he?
He's an all-star this year.
We'll see about that. But I've never liked.
If they keep winning, he's an all-star.
Well, yeah, but I'm selling. So I've never liked Devin Booker. That's one. I think he's a little bit too flashy.
Okay.
I think he's kind of overrated. Number one.
Okay.
I do like Kelly Oubre. I think he's pretty good.
Okay.
I think he's very athletic, pretty quick,
Yeah.
solid shooter, but he doesn't take up a lot of shots. But is good off the dribble, can get to the post, or can get to the rim. Other than that, they don't have Aaron Baines to triangle out that triangle.
Right. Until they get DeAndre back.
Right.
What,
25 games, 22 now maybe to go. And then other than that, I mean, Cam Johnson, Aaron Baines.
All right. I mean, their supporting cast isn't like knocked down guys, but they're playing team basketball right now.
Yeah, but that's not going to get them wins, I don't think, once teams start really realizing the scouting report. It's kind of like the Kings. They started off and they surprised everybody, but then towards the end of the year, everybody started beating on the Kings, and they went from they might make the playoffs to they were way down at the bottom.
Right, they're horrible.
So I do see the Suns cooling off, unfortunately. They're not the Kings of last season. They're not the Nets of last season. They're just the Suns, and they're always going to be the Suns.
Okay. All right. I respect it. Next topic. Buying, renting, or selling. Kawhi Leonard is the best player in the NBA right now.
Due to injury, I will buy it. Due to injury. Come next season, though, Kevin Durant's the best player in the world.
How?
Kevin Durant shoots better?
He has to prove all of that again.
No, he does not.
Yes.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't have to prove anything.
Look, yes, he has to.
Hey, he's playing 2 more seasons. He's going to Barcelona, and he's done.
Listen, for him to be the to be the best player and wear that crown that King James has worn so eloquently over the past 8 years, solid. Kevin Durant has a lot to prove when he comes back.
He has nothing to prove.
I think he does.
2-time Finals MVP.
On a loaded. Hold on, wait a minute.
Been to the Finals 4 times. 2-time Finals MVP.
Wait a minute. His Finals MVPs. They to me they don't hold the same weight. You're on a loaded team. You went to a 72-10 team. It's just overkill.
It's 73-9 actually.
Whatever. 73-9. It's just overkill.
So, his Finals MVPs don't mean anything to you?
No. They're overkill.
Here's why they do mean something.
To please tell me.
Alright, I will. Because Kevin Durant, if you look at the history books, he's up there with Shaq and Michael Jordan for best finals scoring-wise in NBA history. NBA history. And he's got the best defenders on him.
You know, this is what I'll say to this. Shaq, MJ, LeBron, Kobe, when they're in the finals, they get double teamed all the time. They are the best player on their team.
Kevin Durant is was the best player on the Warriors, and he showed it. He completely dominated the finals both years. It only mattered because he dominated against LeBron.
No.
LeBron wouldn't even guard him. LeBron was too scared to even guard him.
Because they had too many people.
Because LeBron wasn't good enough. LeBron knew that Kevin Durant, if every time LeBron guarded Kevin Durant could score.
So Kevin Durant guarded LeBron the whole time? Okay, thank you.
Kevin Durant, though.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you.
Kevin Durant is the best player in the world when healthy. He's a better shooter than Kawhi Leonard. Free throws.
Kawhi Leonard's been pretty knocked down lately.
Okay, Kevin Durant's been even more knocked down.
I think Kawhi Leonard.
Kevin Durant's a better passer. Kawhi Leonard is a better defender, definitely. But Kevin Durant's won 2 out of the 3 categories.
Oh, like I said, I think they got to play for it.
You can contain Kawhi Leonard, I think.
I don't think so.
Kevin Durant, you can't. You put a 7-footer on Kevin Durant scoring.
I don't think you can contain Kawhi Leonard.
But are you buying it or selling it?
I'm buying it. And it pains me to say that, but I'm buying it. He's the best player in the world right now.
Love to hear that.
Yeah, he's the best player in the world right now.
Alright, so are you buying, renting, or selling? Out of shape, unwilling to play offense and defense. I just want 9 shots a game, Nikola Jokic.
Selling it. He is fat. He is out of shape. I don't know what he does in the offseason, But
well, he played FIBA, so I thought he would have been a little bit better.
They just kind of let him do whatever. You know, he's like clearly their best player, so like they just let him do whatever. But I think when the season actually gets going, he'll play himself into shape, and then he'll start looking like All-Star Jokic, and then potentially MVP can. He has to be an MVP candidate for them to be taken seriously.
Yeah, he's not the only one who's not playing well on that team.
All right. Yeah, Murray isn't playing very well. Millsap isn't doing anything. I mean, they look flat. Like they look like the whole offseason was like, yeah, we're really good.
Yeah.
We don't have to do anything else. Like we're really good. And the surprise teams show you why you have to continue to put in work in the offseason. Like these teams are coming. You know, every game in the West is like competitive.
Playoff.
Yeah, it's like playoff atmosphere.
And it has playoff
implications. Every single last one of these games can determine home court advantage. You know,
whether you're in, whether you're out.
Right, like you can't drop a game to the Kings.
Yeah.
You got to play hard against the Kings.
Right.
You cannot drop a game to the Kings. You know, like you got to play hard every night. You know.
So I don't think you can be 500 to make it into the playoffs in the Western Conference.
No.
But the way these teams are going to be beating up on one another, you might not have to be much above that. And I'm not saying that as if you can be bad and still make it. I'm just saying
it's going to be tough.
Every time you play another team in the Western Conference, you might lose, and you still might be the second best team in that.
No, yeah,
conference.
absolutely, yeah. But also, if you lose, you could go from seed 3 to seed 7.
We could see I don't think anybody in the West is going to get over 50 games. I think it's just that competitive.
It is super competitive. I mean, the Clippers have lost twice now.
Yeah, we could see 50-50, 49, 48, 47 type games.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's super competitive out in the West, and teams that you thought weren't good are kind of good.
Yeah, they're gonna beat up on all the Eastern Conference teams, and then when they play one another, it's
they're gonna split.
Yeah,
they're gonna split. Even the Memphis Grizzlies show flashes. If you're not careful, you know what I'm saying?
There's no one awful team except for the Warriors and the Kings in the Western Conference. Pelicans are a strong 1-4. They're not, it's not like they're bad. They've been playing great.
They've been right there in all of their games. They've been right. If they keep that morale high and just hold on to it, I think Zion coming back could be a big difference maker for them, especially if he's in shape. Because that means their small lineup would be insane.
Yeah, but Pelicans, Thunder, both of them are 1-4, 1-5.
But they're tough games.
They build great.
Yeah, tough games.
Yeah, but both of them would beat the Warriors. It's the one constant. Theme.
It is a thing. All right, so let's one more topic: buy, rent, sell. The Embiid Big Cat fight.
Oh, I love it. I'm buying that.
You love it?
I love it.
You love it. You love the back and forth. You buying it.
Well, here's why I love it. You know, I'm tough. I grew up with lions.
Okay.
So when a cat comes at me,
right,
I know how to deal with it. And then John B said he's not going to call people out on Twitter anymore, so he's not doing that. He's calling people out on Instagram.
Oh, Instagram, right? So, with the Instagram.
I mean, Karl Anthony Towns, they banned the ninja headbands, but he still kind of got the ninja looking one.
He got a little band or something.
He's got the dreadlocks. I don't know. There's just something about him that makes him look like a Street Fighter.
Absolutely.
The hair.
Yeah, Ryu, Ken-ish.
I'm always down for a good headlock in the middle of an NBA game. I mean, Ben Simmons, he's got to fight for his kangaroos.
Hey, look.
He's been taught how to do it.
Hey, look. I love the fact that Ben Simmons went in and jumped in there and fought and put Big Cat in a chokehold. I'm more upset at the team. Where's Andrew Wiggins at? Where are you, man?
And then Al Horford, everybody's fine. He's just whatever.
Yeah.
He's just staying at half.
But where's Andrew Wiggins? He's supposed to jump in there, man. Get in there.
But that's great entertainment. We got the Spitgate last year where Brandon Ingram poked Chris Paul, or Rondo poked Chris Paul in the eye. Or was it vice versa?
Rondo spit on him.
Yeah.
But
now we got this. This is even better. This tops it.
I like it because it's but I'm renting it because I don't think Big Cat really wants to fight. I don't think Embiid really wants to fight. Charles Barkley called their a snuggle party, man. Come, no punches thrown. Somebody went in the headlock, and then
that was it.
That
was the best part.
Yeah, he went in the headlock, they fell down, and then Ben Simmons came in and went straight UFC on him. He went UFC on that Joker, made him tap out Big Cat tapped out. He was like, he tapped out. Yo, insane
That's
altercation.
the peak of the NBA season.
Yeah,
I
like,
just can't believe that there was a headlock in an NBA game.
yeah, he put him in a headlock, like for real, like legit headlock, like got him in a headlock. Like, what is going on out here? So, I mean, like I said, I'm not buying it, but I mean, look, I think it's good entertainment.
It definitely.
It's good entertainment.
Alright, so I actually have another topic.
All right, what you got?
That you're gonna love.
All right, what you got?
Are you buying, renting, or selling another team ruined by Kyrie's mood swings?
I told you that joke was terrible. I told you. 6 seed at best because of stuff like this.
But you heard the recent reports of the...
When they was overseas and they was like asking him to take his hat off, he was like, that's what Photoshop is for. Like, what is wrong with this guy? Just take your freaking hat off so we can take a picture, man.
One time my grandfather got thrown out of the bank because... So it was a bank he'd been at before. Like, he was belonging, you know, he's there a lot. So he's got a hat on, he's got some sunglasses on. And they're like, hey, you gotta take that off. And
Right.
he's like, no, I've been here before. You know who I am.
No.
Oh, Kevin Durant, you know who I am.
Right, you know who I am.
So-
Kevin Durant.
You know, my grandfather, he's not one to back down.
Oh, my God.
You've met him before, but I don't know if you've ever seen this side.
Yeah. I never seen this side, but I've met him before.
But, you know.
So that's where you get the eye of the tiger from?
Yeah, that's where I told you I grew up with lions. So,
Girl with lions, baby.
So anyways, long story made short, he gets thrown out of the bench.
I bet.
So, but I mean, Kyrie Irving,
Look, man.
you get paid millions of dollars. Take off your hat.
Just take your freaking hat off, man. Like, it's not hard. Just boop, take the picture, put your hat back on. Like, I don't understand. That's what Photoshop is for. What is wrong with you, man?
I mean, I'd love to rent this, but oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to buy it because even the reason I think that this is like real.
No, this is real.
Is because then even Kevin Durant came out or they interviewed him and he didn't say like, oh, I think the media blows this out of proportion.
No.
He said, well, I back him. You know.
Yeah, I support my teammate.
I support him. And then
That's how you know the joke was crazy.
And then DeAndre Jordan kind of sarcastically moved through it, but he wasn't either like, you know, it's whatever. It doesn't really happen. He was like, yeah, he's horrible. He's a horrible person. Like, he was joking, but normally you would see something like this happen and just be like, no, this doesn't happen. Locker room's great.
That joke is terrible. He is a cancer in your locker room. So if you don't have guys that can just deal with him or put up with him or support him, your locker room is going in the toilet.
Definitely. It's a rough.
Man. So, I mean, like I said, if they ain't careful, the Nets may not make the playoffs.
Yeah, the Hawks are going to slide in there.
Yeah.
I mean, there aren't really any bad teams like horrible teams in the East right now.
No.
All teams in the East are really strong potential.
You know, basketball is off to a really good start.
It really is. A lot of close games.
Yeah, basketball's off to a good start.
Unless you're playing the Warriors. And then you
They can kind of, the heavy highlight.
There are a lot of close games. A couple teams that we didn't talk about, and obviously, give them a couple shout outs.
Celtics.
Got Celtics playing really well.
Yeah, they turned it around after that whole first debacle.
The Mavericks.
They are playing really good.
9 players in double figures a couple nights ago to beat the Nuggets.
Yeah. Playing good team basketball.
Yeah, those are the 2 teams that we didn't talk about that are off to really hot starts.
And you're forgetting one.
I'm not forgetting the Lakers.
The Lakers.
AD put up 40 and 20 against the Grizzlies. Come on.
AD!
That'd be like if you went 40 for 40 on layups over me.
Whatever. Whatever. Are they keeping score?
I don't know. I just...
He did that in 3 quarters, by the way.
Remember when Klay Thompson hit 14 threes in 3 quarters?
Sure don't.
Oh, okay. But I wonder if Klay Thompson, if they're even...
Has Kevin Durant ever done that?
I don't think so.
Okay. Point proven.
Alright, so that'll be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. We're going to be starting a kind of a new...
You want to reel it now?
We're going to be starting... Not yet. We're going to be starting a bit of a new format.
Okay.
Stretch and I aren't always going to be able to make it and be together, so we're going to be trying to do some kind of like Skype type things.
Yeah, video conferencing.
Yeah, video conferencing. So still be on YouTube. We might also expand to other platforms. Maybe try to put it on like Spotify, podcast apps, something like that.
Yep.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And
happy basketball. Yeah, happy basketball watching fans.
Debate makes sense.
Debate makes.